3.4 gave us two great characters, and in the previous video we talked about Alhaitham's build, so today we are going to be talking about Yao Yao and how you should probably build her for Genshin Impact. What is going on, my dudes? Sasha here, back again with another Genshin video, and today, obviously, as we just said, we're talking about Yao Yao and how you should build her. But before we get into that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when the next video comes out, and of course, comment down below, how are you building your Yao Yao, and how did your summons go? We definitely want to hear about that. So, without any further delay, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, as you can see, we are on my account, as we always are, and we're going to be talking about Miss Yao Yao here. She is absolutely adorable, as you can see here. She is a pole arm user, which is pretty good, but she also likes to, you know, chill out. So, we're going to be talking about how to build your Yao Yao, and honestly, I think Yao Yao is pretty straightforward, and yeah, that's really all I could say about it. So, let's go ahead and dive in. First things first, we're going to talk about the spread that I have on this Yao Yao, right? There we go. All right, so as you can see, I've mainly focused on HP, which is why I have 29,000 HP going into Yao Yao here. I'm not worried about crit rate, crit damage, because I don't think that's what you should worry about at all, since she is a healer. And of course, my energy recharge is 200%, which you're gonna need, because her healing is really, really good, especially when you pair her skill and her burst at the same time. Now, Favonius Lance is the weapon that I chose, but let's go ahead and talk about the best in-slot weapon for her, and that is going to be Black Tassel. Now, Black Tassel is scaling off of HP percentage, and that's mainly what you want her for, because of the fact that HP is going to be bumping up your healing potential, so definitely would say Black Tassel is your number one. Yes, I'm not suggesting any 5 stars on this, because I don't think that Yao Yao needs the 5-star polearm. So, second best weapon in my opinion is right here, Favonius Lance. Now, my Favonius Lance isn't level 90, so I'm missing out a little bit on that energy recharge, but crit hits have a 100% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles, which will regenerate 6 energy for the character. Now, this is great because, again, you want to keep using your burst or have the burst ready to go. Now, other weapons you could use, Prototype Star Glitter. I haven't seen anybody really using it, but you can use it. And another one, which I know one person who used it, was Moon Piercer, which is, you know, EM main stat, which could be really, really good, but the passive for Moon Piercer is better suited. So definitely would say Moon Piercer is a good one. You could also use the Kaiten Cross Spear. I haven't watched anybody do it, but most of the builds that I've seen have used either Black Tassel, which is the 3-star weapon, or the Favonius Lance. Again, I would not suggest a 5-star weapon on her because she doesn't need it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the artifact build, okay? So, I am using a 4-piece tenacity build because, again, she's a healer. 2-piece is a HP increases by 20%, and then the 4-piece, when an elemental skill hits an opponent, the attack of all nearby party members is increased by 20%, and their shield strength is increased by 30% for 3 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 0.5 seconds. This effect can still be triggered even when the character is not using this artifact set is not on the field. So you can use her. I know I kind of fumbled my words a little bit, but basically this artifact set will give you the 20% HP increase, and it'll also give you the ability without you having to worry about it. So having her on the team is fantastic. And you can also pair her with Zhongli to give the extra shield strength, which is not a bad idea, especially if you're wanting to use like the team I'm going to use. You could trade off maybe Nahida for Zhongli and focus with an Alhaitham Raiden combination, followed by Zhongli Shield with a healer. But, you know, with Zhongli, you don't have to worry about it. So you could probably pair her up with maybe like Layla, or maybe use Thoma, but I wouldn't suggest Thoma. So you have plenty of options with her. Now, artifact sets, you can also run 4-piece Noblesse. I wouldn't use it on her. I think Tenacity is the perfect set for her, but you could run a 4-piece Noblesse, you could run a 4-piece Ocean Hued Clam, or you could even run 4-piece Deepwood Memories. Not saying you can't, just saying that honestly, Tenacity is your best bet to have her as a healer. Now, I did see somebody running a Bergeron DPS Yao Yao, which actually pretty much cleared 12-2 Spiral Abyss, but Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it 100%. It is a good build. It was crazy. But when you're focusing on your artifacts for Yao Yao to be a healer, you want to focus on HP percentage as your main thing, followed by ER, followed by EM, and followed by crit rate, crit damage. You don't really want to worry about crit rate, crit damage too much, but you can. Now, the biggest things, as you can see with my Yao Yao, is I ran her triple HP percentage. Now, I will say you could run her with a tenacity of healing bonus instead. So it's not to say you can't do it. You can obviously do that, no problema. But I am saying that it is possible for you to run a healing bonus. Now, healing bonus, from what I've seen, does heal a lot better. Not saying that triple HP doesn't, but you can run HP percentage or healing bonus in the slot and still heal for a decent amount. So just remember that. Now, the great thing is that if you already pulled Yao Yao and you're at a 50, or not 55%, if you're already at a C0, you will get a C1 eventually. So I am running a C1 right now because I did get lucky with my pulls, which you'll see tomorrow. Now, when White Jade radishes explode, active characters within the AoE will gain 50% dendro damage bonus for 8 seconds. This isn't really going to be what you need for Yao Yao to do healing, but it is there. And as you can see, I haven't really focused too much on my talents, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, these are still really, really good. Your main focus should be your skill right here, which we're going to do this really quick to get it up to 3, followed by your burst, because these two are going to be healing menaces when it comes to what Yao Yao can do. And we're going to go ahead and showcase that here in a bit. So your priority should be skill, burst, and then normal attack. I wouldn't even suggest doing the normal attack because you're not going to be attacking with Yao Yao that much if you're going to be using her for healing. Let's go ahead and talk about these abilities though really quick. Now, in this Yuguai throwing mode, you can throw out a White Jade Radish that will explode upon hitting opponents or characters or opponents, dealing dendro damage to opponents within a certain AoE and healing characters within the same AoE based on Yao Yao's max HP. That's why you want to scale her HP up. If a radish does not hit either an opponent or a character, the radish will remain where it is and explode on contact with the character or opponent. It will explode after its duration expires. Sorry. I'm very tired, guys. Now, Yugai throwing mode will choose its radish throw targets. If all nearby characters have more than 70% HP remaining, then it'll throw the radish at nearby opponents. Oh, hold on. If nearby characters have 70% or less remaining, it will throw a radish at a character with the lowest HP percentage remaining. If no opponents exist nearby, Yugai will also throw White Jade radishes at characters, and they will have more if they have more than 70% HP and less than 100% remaining. Otherwise, it will throw radishes into the area at random. So, you're going to be gaining HP unless you're in an opponent area up until you hit above 70%. Once you hit that 70%, they're going to prioritize opponents with your E, which is pretty good. It's not a bad thing. But when paired with your burst on healing, the healing potential that she has is pretty freaking bonkers. Now, let's go ahead and talk about it. Yuguai's full potential can be unleashed in an emergency, dealing dendro damage to nearby enemies and entering, in some sense, unsurpassed Adepto Legacy state. White Jade radishes generate will be changed to heal and deal damage according to this skill. Explosions will heal all nearby party members, and dendro damage that they deal will be viewed as elemental burst damage instead. Summons Yuguai jumping mode at intervals until their limit has been reached. The behavior of this version of Yuguai is the same of that as Yuguai throwing mode in the elemental skill. A maximum of 3 Yuguai jumping modes can exist at one time. Yuguai's movement speed is increased by 50%, and the dendro resistance will be, or Yao Yao's movement speed will be increased by 50%, and Yao Yao's dendro resistance will be increased as well. So the healing is going to be bonkers with her, and I do want to showcase that. So we're going to go ahead and teleport to where we need to go like we normally do and kind of showcase that. All right, so I've done a little bit to what I needed to do, and I'm going to set the scenario for you. My 3 characters, Alhaitham, Raiden Shogun, and Nahida, are at about half health right now. So what we're going to do is once we get out of this pause menu, I'm going to switch to Yao Yao. I'm going to throw out my skill. I'm going to activate my burst. And I want you to watch as the HP just replenishes. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So skill. Look at the HP. Look at that. It's already at full again. So now you can focus more on doing that. You can switch back over to Yao Yao because we just saw Alhaitham take some damage. Do the dodge, boom. And boom, perfect. It's ridiculous. Literally just watched all three characters go from half health to full in the matter of 2 seconds. But here's the problem, and I do want to showcase this a little bit because this is a somewhat of an issue. And I need to at least get her energy back up really quick so I can kind of show it off. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to him. We're going to activate Masanori again, right? And I'm going to go and I'm going to show you exactly what happens here in just a moment. So let's get everybody back down to damage again. There we go. We had Raiden Shogun take some. Come on. Come on, hit me. There you go. All right. This will kind of show it off, right? So we're going to do the same thing. Activate E, but activate burst. Now watch this. When you switch, it's gone. So you have to be very, very careful with how you do this. So that's the one issue with Yao Yao that I don't like, is that when you switch off of her, her burst for healing goes away, which means that you don't get that, you don't get that little bit extra, you know, healing. But at the same time, Yao Yao to me is still a great healer. And it's pretty bonkers with what she could do, as you just saw, because I'm not certain that I'm not certain that she beats Kokomi in healing. Let's just say that. But she is a great contender for one of the best healers in the game. And I know I said that with Dory as well, with how much Dory could heal. But I think with how I built this Yao Yao, Yao Yao has so much energy recharge. She gets her burst really quick. She gains energy particles because of what she could do. The Favonius Lance helps her out with critting and also keeping her healed. She's tanky and she works. And if you pair her with Zhongli getting that extra 30% shield strength, you don't have to run around and dodge enemies while you do your burst and E. Literally will not be hurt. And that's what's crazy about Yao Yao, and I think honestly she's one of the best healers in the game right now. Now guys, if you like the content, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below and let me know, how did you build your Yao Yao? I would definitely like to hear you guys' opinions. It would be fantastic. So without any further delay, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to entertain you. We will be back again with another Genshin Impact video very soon, and as always, we will catch you guys in the next video. Please take care and be safe, y'all.